All right, let's talk, guys. How's it going? It's your boy Stas here. Got my single espresso for this video because it's 4 o'clock. All right, it's 4 o'clock. We're not doing two double espressos in one day. I think I did that yesterday or the day before. Might have done three. Don't tell my wife, but we're gonna break down SoFi today in this video, guys. We're gonna go over the charts and go over some earnings as well as overall the stock market, which we had an explosive green day in the stock market today. The S&P went up about 1%, the Qs went up 0.9, and the Dow led the green. Actually, no, I lied. The Russell led the green up over 2.2%, and the Dow closed up, let's see, 1.6, up around 800 points on the day. So, guys, if you find value, hit the like button, subscribe, join the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, my private Discord. All of that is linked down below, pinned in the comments as well, or go to stasurfs.com/Patreon, and let's get into it. So, we are completely breaking out all-time highs on the S&P. We hit about 720 points. It looks like we're up even more in the aftermarket, or we hit actually 720 right before the market closed. The Qs probably, yeah, they hit all-time highs today too, right? 668. Let me double check that. Yeah, just barely. But we did 668, almost 669 on the Q. So all-time highs there. The Russell almost there, where we're starting to break out. We have a little bit of resistance here at about 2,800 points, but I think it'll break right through there by the looks of it. And the Dow Jones is almost back to all-time highs. We hit them back in the middle of February, saw a nice drawdown. We saw a nice drawdown to about 45K, and now we have a cup and handle on the Dow, and it looks like we're about to go back to 50K, especially if this cup and handle plays out. The VIX today, guys, got destroyed, down 10%. Massive down day for the VIX, and for obvious reasons, as again, we broke out across the board. Stocks like Alphabet, man, oh my God, Alphabet today, 9% green day, 10% actually. What a day for Alphabet, which you guys know is one of my biggest stocks, and this is one that I was loading up on as recently as a year ago. I mean, this is a stock that I was buying at 150, 160, 70, and of course, well, you know, way lower than that as well, because I've owned it for years. And man, look at it now, almost $400 a share. Insane. And look, we're going to get a pullback on Alphabet, we will, but as of now, it's up a whopping 10%, and we have a couple of earnings to break down. Apple, I don't think we'll be able to break them down, but we'll take a look at the chart. Typically, they come out at like 430, 445, and it's about 410 right now, so we're not going to continue filming for that long. But SanDisk, their stock, we got to break that down, those earnings and a couple other ones. But first, let me show you here the price action on SoFi. We had a 4% green day today. Nice bounce back day after we had earnings yesterday that, well, didn't, the stock, well, the earnings were good, but the stock did not react too well. I mean, we can see here the stock tanked all the way to 1560, or actually, no, 1530. We ended up opening up at about, let's see, 1660 yesterday, got down to 1530 in the aftermarket. That's after being roughly at $19 in the pre-market. So SoFi got wrecked, right? And today we had a nice rebound day, which I'm not surprised, right? A nice 3.5%, 4% rebound day. And you'll notice on the charts here, guys, we're holding support right around here. We actually drew this trend line yesterday at about 1590, 16 a share. So we're holding that as support as of now, but we're still under these moving averages. We're still under even the EMA here, which isn't as important on the 4-hour time frame. Usually I look at the EMA on the smaller time frames, but yeah, man, SoFi's still in a vulnerable spot. But the fact that we got a relief rally today, that is promising, but you never know with this stock, man. It's still, earnings are still fresh, and we talked about many times how the stock typically goes down after earnings, so keep in mind it might chop around a bit here, but Ultimately, I'm buying more. I'm adding more SoFi. It's at a good price in my opinion, and I think in due time we'll fill this gap back to 18, 19, 20 bucks. And like I said before, I'll say it again, I think we're going over 20 bucks a share, and we're ultimately going to fill this gap. And look, a big reason why I think SoFi is being held down right now is interest rates. We got into this year thinking, okay, we're going to get a lot of interest rate cuts. I forget how many we were supposed to get as we were entering 2026. I think, didn't we have like 3 or 4 on the schedule, or maybe at least 2 or 3? And now, obviously, with the war in Iran, inflation pressures are extreme. Maybe not extreme, but they're there. Gas prices are up, oil's up, and this is going to potentially trigger higher inflation for quite some time. The last thing the Fed wants to do now is cut rates. And I think a lot of people are saying we're going to get 0 rate cuts this year, maybe 1. I doubt it, but I think we'll get 0 rate cuts from what I'm seeing, right? And that is not great for SoFi, but it is a good sign that rates came down a little bit from the peak, right? But obviously SoFi wants more rate cuts, as that's better for their business overall. So at this point, I think that's nothing new. We all knew that, right? But that's something that I guess potentially has been being priced into the stock over the last couple of weeks. Now, the fact that the Fed held rates steady yesterday, we got kind of more insight that, yeah, we're really not going to get cuts this year, most likely. But then again, we have Warsh coming in, so who knows? But that is what I think caused at least some of the drop yesterday, and maybe over the last couple of weeks. But yeah, that's just some insight. What do you guys think there? I think SoFi really wants cuts, and we're just not going to get them this year. So buckle up, guys. Let's continue on here to some earnings. We got numbers out of SanDisk, which has been one of the hottest stocks that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, look, I've been in the market now for over 10 years, which is nuts to say that. I mean, geez, time's flying, guys. But for my investing career, which is short, look, 10 years is nothing, right? I mean, people have been doing this for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. But man, I have not seen something like this. This stock went from $40 literally back in August. If you bought this stock, I mean, I laugh because I'm like, dang, man, if you just put like $5,000 or something, or a small position, whatever small is to you, right? You could have made a ton of money on this name. But nobody thought it was going to do what it did. The stock's up from 40 bucks back in August. Now we're over 1,000. We hit 1,100 earlier today. We're talking like 2,500%, 3,000% returns. Those are life-changing numbers, man. Even if you put in 5K, 1K, you'd make a ton of money. Let's say you put 10K, 50K. Holy smokes, man. We're talking you're a millionaire now off of one stock with 50K in there. So SanDisk, their numbers are out and the stock is down, which, I mean, guys, this thing has been up and to the right for months. In the last month, it's up from $600 to where it is now, over 1,000. So a lot of this was probably priced in. It's up 80%, or it was. Now we're dropping a little bit, but man, this thing it's been on fire, right? I don't know how else to put it. The stock's down 8% though in the aftermarket. We can see they ended up reporting adjusted EPS of $23.41. That beat the $14.43 expected. So they beat EPS by $10. Come on, man. On revenue of $5.95 billion versus $4.68 billion. So very good double beat. They see Q4 sales of $7.75 to $8.25 billion. Adjusted EPS for Q4 of $30 to $33 versus $22 expected. So this guidance is nuts. They see sales of 7.75, I said this, to 8.25 billion versus the 6.35 billion for the current quarter. So insane out of SanDisk, and the stock's pulling back. And this is because, again, it ran up so much how much more is it going to go? And it might pull back even more. Who knows? But ultimately, the Bulls are still in charge, right? Momentum still in the Bulls' favor. So if you're trying to short this thing, be careful. Other names like Micron are selling off a bit after this print. We're down about 13 a share on Micron, which you guys know I was in. I'm now completely out of it. It was a trade. I made about 50% overall on the trade, which is insane in the span of what, a month. So Micron selling off. I might re-enter if it gets down to the low mid 400s again. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. And let's see Apple. I doubt their earnings are out yet, but they might be. Who knows? Let's see here, guys. Yeah, they're not out yet, but the price action is let's see what we're doing here in the aftermarket, guys, and I'll make another video on Apple, no doubt, probably tonight, so make sure to subscribe, hit that follow button. It looks like their earnings are not out yet. We got earnings out of let's see some other big ones today. We had a couple, Lilly reported. We got MasterCard. Let me pull Lilly up. Their stock popped about 10%, which I think Lilly, look, it's a great company, but it's always trading at a premium. So for me, am I going to buy this? Probably not. But they did report good numbers from what I saw. Let's see here, guys. It looks like adjusted earnings per share of $8.55. That beat the $6.66 expected on sales of $19.8 billion versus $17.6. So double beat out of Eli Lilly, and they raised their 26 adjusted EPS. But look, it's still trading at a premium. I'm not willing to pay up for it right now, but some people are. And if you are, kudos to you. MasterCard reported and their stock tanked, but wait a second. Didn't Visa go up a ton? Yeah, I think they went up. But they might have been yesterday. Wait a second. Yeah, they were 2 days ago. So I think MasterCard might have ran up a little too much heading into their earnings. Because, look, if you're in the same industry as a company that reports before you, your stock's going to go up if that company does well. In this case, Visa reported, it went up. MasterCard went up as well, and now their earnings actually came out, and we got a sell the news event. So MasterCard, let's see. They reported adjusted EPS of $4.60 versus the $4.40 expected on sales of $8.39 billion, roughly, versus $8.25. So double beat out of MasterCard. But yeah, I mean, this is one that I actually like. I'm not in it. I think it's too beaten up. So I think a reversal could be coming, but we got to wait for it. The charts are not telling us that we're getting it yet. So I think we'll need to break through at least 530 to 550, and we're not there yet. So what do you guys think? I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the Patreon. Like I said, for my portfolio updates, my private Discord, I post literally every stock I buy, sell, all my moves, trades within that portfolio, how I'm selling options to make money, income, right? All of that is on Patreon. So check it out down below, pinned in the comments, or go to StockSurfS.com/Patreon. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Actually, let me kill this for you guys on camera. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.